Right, Derek G. West. His own personal tribulations have, professionally at least, seemed to have come to an end because he has signed officially with Lidl-Trek, putting an end to his own extraction from the team that's now known as NSN, but was at the time Israel Premier Tech, which played a part in him wanting out. His contract was, he terminated his own contract in August for various reasons. His uncomfortability with running for the team. I believe there was some disgruntlement over his salary. Daniel, wagging your finger about that.
I just feel like
wrong.
we should point out. We should say I think that he attempted to terminate his contract because I don't.
He submitted notices of termination.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. He said that he was terminating his contract. In the end, I think he probably came to an agreement with the team.
Yes, correct, I think. So basically what happened is NSN/IPT/Sylvan Adams said they were going to sue him for damages, which like 20-30 million euros, something insane. While I don't think that happened, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. What I have heard this week is that a quote-unquote substantial amount was paid to NSN to acquire Derek G. Now, the word substantial can mean many different things. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been millions upon millions of euros.
Yeah.
Maybe it got close to a million. Maybe it was the remainder of the contract that had to be paid out, and Lidl-Trek had the money and were like, you know what, this is probably the cheapest we can get a rider like this for a while because everyone's locked up in big contracts now, so they went for it. When we asked Lidl-Trek, they said, as a team policy, we don't comment on rider contract structures or financial arrangements. Smart. Very smart.
Except for Mads Pedersen and his lifetime contract.
Apart from that. But Derek G. West is now a Lidl-Trek rider. Things are looking up for Lidl-Trek. They've got another rider who can potentially score well at
they've got a terrible national championship, isn't they?
That's the one thing, is that as excited, I think, as many Canadians, North Americans, general Derek G. West fans were, the main overriding response was, what on earth is that national champs jersey? Now, if you haven't seen it, it's basically all white. It's got the big Service Now logo, and then underneath, near the belly button, it's a Canadian red maple leaf. We're happy for Derek G. West, right? We think this is a good move.
Yes.
I'm happy for Lidl-Trek as well.
I'm happy for us.
Talented rider.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you said that in a slightly, not nefarious, that's too strong words, like a cheeky way, Kit. What's going to be, explained to me why it's going to be even more fun.
Well, I mean, for one thing, I'm quite looking forward to seeing Derek. I'm looking forward to seeing Derek G being provided with the opportunity to fulfill his potential. Obviously, not obviously, but I'm almost certain he's going to be going to the Giro, which explains why they didn't really. Well, they didn't give it to Skjelmose, and he said he wanted it. But yeah, then that brings me on to. There's now we talked for at least weeks about this combination between Ayuso and Skjelmose. Most notably at the team presentation was it early December, late November, when Skjelmose was asked, so is Ayuso working for you at the Ardennes Classics? I didn't think he was going. And so there seems to be a little bit of, we've heard a lot about the possibilities of rifts between certain members. There's also a very good chance, I think, that they get on very well and it'll go perfectly fine. But the possibility of these personalities creating big stories for us to watch and to kind of, especially as, let's face it, I mean, Lidl-Trek might be lining themselves up to get, with Red Bull, to get the kind of one of the Grand Tours, but they're going for second and third places. It would be fantastic to see them get, to beat one of the big dogs at the Giro Tour. At the Tour, I can't imagine anything.
It's
but
like the dog
bad
is
luck
singular.
Would happen.
It's one dog.
Yeah.
He's not getting beaten anytime soon.
No, without mishap that would actually make it a kind of not asterisk, but I don't know. Yeah, it's good news for Derek G. West. I'm really glad that he's found a home without too much, I don't know, hoo-ha.
Well, let's hope so. We have seen efforts from Lidl-Trek to maybe. You pointed this out to me, actually, Kit, in the official Lidl-Trek team squad announcement photo. Maybe a small psyop going on I don't know if that's too strong a word. Tinfoil hats firmly on for this section. Now, it's one of those photos with all of the employees.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a huge.
I mean, it's
huge
great, but
photo. I'll scroll up and show you. It's the one where it's you have the truck in the background, you have all the staff, you have riders, sort of climbing over each other to be able to fit in one frame. But right at the front row, where they've got 9 riders sitting there,
sitting on ice boxes. Let's point out, Vuelta throwback.
Yes, right in the middle, you've got Skelmoser and Juan Ayuso sitting,
BFFs.
Knee to knee, shoulder to shoulder, big smiles on their face.
They have the biggest smiles of the lot.
The biggest smiles of the lot. They're even competing in the smile off for the official photo.
Skelmoser making himself taller as well.
Yes, and what I've noticed as well is that Skelmoser is so small that he makes Juan Ayuso look normal sized.
He does look normal sized there.
Juan Ayuso looks, strong.
Ciccone next to him, it looks. Well, he's dyed his hair again, hasn't he?
Oh, has he dyed it back? Yeah,
anyway.
He looks very tall.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a fantastic from Lidl-Trek.
Somebody directing, or somebody from, in fact, Luca's right behind them, isn't he? Luca Quetchelina is right behind them. He's going, boys, right, ready,
smile,
and
boys.
smile.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Also, props to Luca because he's made himself a sandwich, and the 2 pieces of bread are Mads Pedersen and Jonathan Milan, who dwarf him. Mm-hmm. Whereas if he'd done that the other way around, that would probably be the right way to do. But no, he wanted to make sure the two Besley mates, Skelmoser and Ayuso, were front and centre where you couldn't miss them. An odd thing I also noticed about the photo is you can't see it. You can see it there. Is that you have 8 riders on a cool box. It's it's your big names, and then to make an odd 9 numbered front row, you have
one of the Holmgren
Isabella
sisters.
Holmgren, I think. Yeah. Sitting on a Gatorade bucket.
Well, they've got to get the new sponsorship in.
Yes. Oh, you think that's it?
Yeah.
Because I was wondering because if you're her and you're like, you sit in the front row, I mean, won the Tour de l'Avenir, you're probably like, God, what's coming up for me? This is great. I'm a front row Freddie. Can you tell us, January, and we're sort of psychoanalyzing team squad photos, but it's important, right?
I mean,
It's
we
important.
could give them benefit of the doubt and suggest that actually they were. That Skelmoser and Ayuso were just enjoying each other's company, and they had to be told, boys, look front, look forward, stop joking around.
Maybe.
And they were actually just having a great time.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? There are, so many things could be true. I do get the sense from Lidl-Trek, we get on with them as a team, particularly the press officers. I do feel that as personally, I'll speak for myself, as I've pursued this storyline and this line of questioning, I'm starting to tire out their patience, which I do not apologise for, but I understand that there are costs to there are costs to your actions. Something that actually has just occurred to me when we're talking about the Giro, and with talking about Vingegaard going, making a Lidl-Trek victory there more complicated, is another reason Simon Yates could have retired is that he was at the Giro route presentation saying that he'd love to go back with the number 1 on his back, which is complicated by Vingegaard being, I'm going to the Giro. So
but they have been talking about, he's already given loads of interviews about that possibility, going as the reigning champion, but supporting Vingegaard. So I don't think that can be, that was like in November, there was, I think that's, and also he could go with the number 1 on his back and Vingegaard could have number 8 on his back. That's probably, and still work for Vingegaard. I think that's, that's obviously been cited a lot, but it's been talked about a lot that Vingegaard would go to the Giro. So
there we go. Well, there we are. Kit, it's one of the many reasons we keep you around to correct me when I start thinking dangerous thoughts that are going to get me in trouble. Let's take another quick break, and when we come back, Dane Cash has been studying some census data over in the Benelux region, naturally.